Hi, sweeties. It's Robin here. I hope you're all doing fabuloso. So I'm doing a compilation video. I'm doing a December reading for all zodiac signs. So you'll find your timestamp down below in the description box. And I'm going to start off with Aries. This is going to be a general reading for the month of December. So this is for your zodiac sign in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So feel free to watch more than one reading and let me know in the comments which reading you watched, because it is a compilation, so I won't know automatically. So I'm using the Starman Tarot card deck, and I have been absent from doing zodiac sign specific readings just because kind of life got in the way and all of that, but I'm going to do one reading a month going forward. So I hope you guys enjoy, and just remember, these are for the collective for your zodiac signs. So just take what resonates and let the rest fly. And yeah, I really hope that you enjoy your reading, and yeah, I'll see you soon. I'm going to start with Aries, angel number 111. That's a great sign. So I'll see you back here shortly. Aries, what's going on? So welcome to your December reading. I'm using the Starman Tarot card deck. This is for Aries in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So let's just crack on right into your reading. Let me know if you guys can see the cards okay. I just wanted to try this camera angle so you guys can see me shuffling and see the spread that I put out. I'm not using a tarot card spread. I'm just going to do an intuitive reading. And I'm just being guided to do a little deck cut here. Okay. All right. So we start off with the 10 of Wands, and I actually pulled two cards, and that's okay. So like, this shows an Aries that has really been through the ringer, and as like a warrior sign guided by Mars, like, we're here to like get in the path, like in front of other people. So you take a lot of flack when that happens. But the 10 of Wands is all about, this is coming to an end. Okay. You're almost there. Your spirit guides are right behind you. And maybe you're carrying a really heavy load. I'm going to flip this around. Oop. And a third card. Yes. Okay, so we have the Chariot coming in. There's a fierce energy coming in for you right away. Let me put the cards down here. You cannot see that at all. Okay. All right, so we'll try that. I'm open to feedback, so just let me know in the comments and all that jazz. I'm not really a fan of this angle, but we'll just push through right now because I don't want to stop the reading. 10 of Wands, man, you're tired, okay? And you have a reason. And some of you are probably under a bit of a spiritual attack too, just because you're so powerful. So just know that you're probably dealing with some things that most other people aren't, and it is because you're the first zodiac sign, you know, and you're really here as a protector for other people. So we have the 7 of Cups. So I think this is a really great sign that options are going to start opening up for you. You know, if you feel like your choices have been limited, it's like, ugh, maybe money's an issue or family is an issue. You don't really want to move away or whatever's holding you back, that is going to stop. I'm just making a huge disaster right now. Excuse me. So let me move these up so we can get them all in the shot, hopefully. Anyway, so Spirit just wants you to know that whatever you're going through, keep going, okay? Just one foot in front of the other. Take each moment as it comes. You've got this. You're pretty much the most powerful zodiac sign, and I feel like you think that you're an underdog, and that is so not the truth, you know, of the situation of your life. You have this intense fire burning in you. So anyway, let's clarify out this Chariot card. Let me just scooch these over a little bit. What kind of energy is coming in here? It's going to be good energy. It's like I said before, it's going to be something pretty fierce. So it's like you want to strap up and get ready for this. Super powerful. But anyway, I said I was going to clarify that, so I'm not going to lie. We do have the Queen of Cups. like, I'm getting the phrase from Spirit that this is going to be the queen of the underworld. And I think that's kind of cool, coming in to support you, because I feel like you've been the nice guy or the nice girl, or however you identify. You've been nice for too long. Like, maybe just taking it on the chin and maybe holding in things that, oh, I mean, people won't like me if I say that, or, you know, my temper is too bad. If I just actually say what I want to say, I'm going to lose all my friends. So there is this dark force coming in. So I think it's going to be really important for you to check out, like, just maybe do a little web search, Queen of the Underworld, and get yourself a little bit of a so what attitude. You don't need everybody in the world to like you. You just need them to get out of your way. You need them to respect you, whatever you need from them. You know, and if you have a friend group that is where you can't say what you want, then what is the point of those friends? Like, actually, you know, you maybe need some people around you with a bit of a tougher skin, because you're literally everything, Aries. So let's check out this 10 of Wands, and maybe there's a specific sign or set of circumstances that is going to give you that sign that, okay, the tough part of my life is over. You know, maybe you would like your life to be a little bit easier, whatever that looks like for you. Okay, so we've got the Death card. Okay, so I really feel like this is just going to be a symbol of changing seasons, and we are fast approaching winter solstice, right? So maybe it's not super fast, but it is going to be in December, and I do believe it is the 21st. Really depends on where you are in the world, but a changing season is what you need to be prepared for. So when the season changes, so does the weight that you bear, and so does, and there's another card here. So we do have the Three of Cups. It came in reverse, so it looks like you're probably going to shed some people that you have to watch your mouth around. And I'm not talking about work or neighbors, but like people that you really, really, really want in your circle that you can confide in, that you don't have to put up this huge kind of whatever front, you know, so that, and Aries, you weren't born to hold yourself back. You weren't born to watch your tongue, okay? So it's okay to embrace the darkness. Again, we're getting the Queen of the Underworld here. So I feel like she could just be your new spirit animal. And I'm not saying that go like full on, excuse this horrific shuffle, ballistic or anything like that, but be yourself. Be yourself, except when you're in circumstances where you have to be that polished version of yourself that you can't really, really, really let go. And this is actually where your greatest fortune lies, because it's like the universe responds to your vibration. So if you're in a vibration where you think, well, I've got to watch myself, I've got to watch the way I dress, I have to watch my mouth, you know, I have to watch what I post, this is giving like a falseness, okay? So options will actually open up for you in a way that you probably never experienced before when you let that fire-breathing dragon that resides within you, let it just come out. Let it just take over, right? So I'm going to take this scarf off. So hold on. How many of you feel like you just need to release, you know, release the hinds and just really be you, okay? And again, you are a born leader because you are Aries and you are guided by Mars. And we have the Prince of Cups here. So if there have been any kind of childhood issues holding you back, like you're just going to come to this moment. Like, has anybody seen that movie Precious, where she's like talking about her past and everything like that, and then she's finally like, whatever, I'm done, I'm walking away from that. So there are things that you're going to be empowered 100% to walk away from, and this is just going to serve you so well. So I'll just pull another card here. So it just looks like you're coming into a season of, oh my, for, you know, Pete's sake, a season of genuine authenticity where the universe is going, it's about time, Aries, you know, so that'll be financially rewarded for you. And, you know, people, and we have the Prince of Swords here. People say, well, money isn't everything. Excuse me, money makes the world go around, okay? So if money isn't your highest aspiration, maybe you have a ton of FU money. Not everybody does. Other things are coming in here for you, and we have the Prince of Swords, and this is just like a representation, again, of everything that you have taken in your life. And Spirit is saying there's no need for you to do that anymore. You know, you can take off your flak jacket. There's all kinds of spirit guides in the background in this card here. And they want to take that for you. So let them, okay? So, you know, just let them step in front of you. Let them take whatever crap that you've been dealing with, so you can just breathe and lean into your best season ever. All right, so yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. I'll see you guys. Much love. Bye. What's shaking, Taurus? Okay, so Robin here once again, doing your general read for December. This is for your sign in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I really like to recommend that you watch your sun sign and your moon sign, you know, so you can get more aspects of your personality involved into your reading. But anyway, Spirit just wants me to clear the deck because I just did Aries. We have the Hierophant. I see a really spiritual encounter coming in for you. So the words that I'm getting from Spirit right away, and you guys can give me feedback on the camera angle. I don't mind at all. So just let me know. Anyway, very spiritual encounter coming in. And what they were saying is that you're probably going to meet an earth angel or your guardian angel. Their identity is going to be revealed to you, because what happens often is our ancestors will step into the role of your guardian angel, okay? So this is going to be really, like, freaking phenomenal, okay? And they're going to help accelerate your life in whatever direction that you want to go. So the benefit of meeting an earth angel, you'll know by their energy, by the way, or having the identity of your guardian angel revealed to you, is that you can start talking to them like a friend, you know, especially if it is an ancestor. Your comfort level increases, and it sort of brings a depth of validity into having conversations, because when you talk to Spirit, like, do you know who you're talking to? Do you know who they are? So this is going to bring it like a comfort level and a deep bond. And then kind of like it turns into your best friend, where you don't have any qualms about asking your best friend or possibly a sibling or someone like that, hey, I need a ride here. Can you come pick me up? Or like, can you like watch my dog while I go to Puerto Vallarta or something like that? So it just brings angel number 222. A deeper level of intimacy, and this is just going to like, things are gonna like pick up the pace, because you're like, oh wow, I'm so glad that I know who you are, and maybe let's talk about how I can advance my life, or give me the winning lottery numbers, because in Spirit they can see everything, past, present, and future. Okay, so oh my goodness, so we have the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. So I would just get ready for everything and anything to happen. Anything, like your wildest dreams, multiply them by 10, because this is just going to be something absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to move this. Hold on for a sec. All right, that's better. Okay. So they're just asking me to start with new cards. Okay, so I think this is all going to be kind of one path that could happen. And this is going to be up to you to bring in this energy. Okay, this is great energy. It's nice to have this available to you, but you're really going to have to believe it to achieve it. Like if you can dream it, you can do it. So you can call this in. You know, you might want to sit in front of a candle, do a quick or a fire or something like that, and just ask to be introduced to this earth angel, and ask for your guardian angel to reveal their identity. And I feel like it's going to be somebody that you will recognize right away. Okay, so that's going to be great for you. Let's pull another Eight of Swords. Okay, so anything that has been holding you back, let's say on your mental level. Okay, so there could be things going on with you. I'm getting, there's at least one of you that has been suffering, possibly with a tumor or an aneurysm, or having migraines, or maybe just consistent colds, or like sinus headaches and stuff like that. Those are going to be relieved for you. But anybody going through a little bit of a depression, or having like explosive temper, not being able to stay grounded, which should be really, really natural and core to you because you're an earth sign, you're going to see some relief from that. Okay, you're going to find, and it's going to be thanks to your guardian angel or the earth angel here. You're going to be guided to, like, if you need a neurosurgeon, or just maybe your doctor is a complete quack right now and is not giving you, Spirit is saying that I should recommend you guys to see a nurse practitioner if you can, rather than a doctor. But anyway, you'll be getting guided there to get the relief that you actually need. So maybe if there's like BPD going on, or schizo, or whatever it is, like, and it's just maybe added this dimension of suffering to your life, that is going to go away. And if this is not your energy, but you know somebody that is going through this right now, it's going to happen for them. Okay, because you're seeing it. And Spirit is saying to me too that you can actually direct this earth angel or your guardian angel to help this person that you know that is suffering. Okay, we do have the Five of Cups here, so there's going to be relief from feeling guilty about the past. Okay, it's like, okay, or maybe just like FOMO or whatever, like, oh, that didn't happen for me. Like, you're gonna get this, okay, well, that's over, that was really interesting, thank you for the experience, I'm just gonna keep on moving in my life because that's the smartest thing to do. And you're actually, by revisiting the past and saying, oh, why did that happen? You know, it's kind of creating the experience of bringing that whole thing back around, because you have to remember that your brain doesn't know the difference between reality and, you know, imagination, really, which is why imagining things is the purest form of manifestation. Okay, so stop worrying about the past. Everything happened just how it was supposed to. You played your part perfectly. You did everything correctly according to your soul plan. Stop feeling guilty. Stop feeling like you missed out on something because you didn't. If anybody is also worried about money, angel number 55 appeared here too. Just know, and I love this sacred clown. Okay, so the sacred clown in Starman Tarot, it's the same as the Fool card. Okay, so it's like this evolution is going to happen for you as soon as you identify your guardian angel, or you actually bump into your earth angel out there in the wild. Okay, it's not going to happen when you're sitting on your couch. So you could maybe just ask Spirit to guide you to the right time and place to meet this earth angel. But anyway, there's such an evolution what is going on here. Five of Pentacles, it just means that maybe you've been living a little bit less than how you would like to live, and that capacity is opening up, and it's going to give you this kind of energy. It's going to be kind of like that movie with Jim Carrey, The Mask. And it could even be that you're going to be directed to, and I'm seeing actually, and this is going to sound a little bit weird, maybe even a thrift shop or something like that, or you'll be guided to purchase some sort of jewelry or a crystal, and it's going to change everything for you. Okay, so let me just pull one more card here for you, Taurus. I think this is going to be great. Okay. All right, so an additional reason that you're going to meet your earth angel or identify your guardian angel is because there is something going on here with this Five of Wands, where there is somebody or something, you know, either someone in person, like in real life, a human, or somebody in spirit that is intentionally blocking your path, and that is so uncool. It's not even funny. This person is probably somebody in your friend group or your family. I would definitely say this is a fire sign. That is a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. So I really want to recommend, this is black tourmaline. This helped me identify like a snake in the grass in my life. It just happens to be a black cat, but maybe grab like a black tourmaline in any shape. Okay, so anyway, Taurus, I'm going to let you sit on this for a little while, maybe meditate on it, and sending lots of love and light. Take care. Ciao. What's up, Gemini? Okay, so welcome to your December reading. This is for Gemini in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Just keep in mind that this is a general reading, so there's probably something in here for you. Something does not resonate, let it fly for another viewer. So as soon as I started prepping for your reading, I got a really strong German voice in my head. And it was speaking German. I do not speak German, but I do feel like there is somebody very prominent that you're going to meet that is going to have German ancestry. Or you have a German ancestor and they are stepping forward to help you out with something in your life. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is actually super good news. This is like finding your freedom in life, whatever that looks like for you. I feel like there's been a lot of maybe subconscious programming that happened. Maybe you grew up with somebody that was just really dominant, or maybe it was a teacher. Breaking free from that. Just how many of you honestly have a really negative voice in your head? Maybe you're having two-sided conversations all the time, and because of your zodiac sign, Gemini, I mean, that's probably happening for all of you, but I see a kind of integration where you're not going to have that opposing thought process, you know, where you want to go do something, or maybe you've got a voice in your head that is telling you that you're too much of something or not enough of something. That's going to just disappear, and let's find out why and how. Really interesting. Meeting a water sign that is going to be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that is going to help you break down the walls. And I think this is going to be really important for those of you that are single. Okay, you might meet somebody that is a water sign that can just bring out your potential, your true like inner child, your higher self, all of that. For those of you that are in relationships, this is probably just going to be a member of your soul family. They're not going to interfere in your relationship, but they're going to be like a complete rock in your life and just bring this new dimension and bring out this utter fearlessness for you. So I absolutely love that. We've got the Nine of Wands in reverse. So when you see the Nine of Wands, this is like a lamentation of the past. It's like, oh man, you know, that really sucked her. Like bad luck, just really remembering not so much all the good things that happened in your life, but the not so good things, okay? So this person is going to come in and really help you see a different perspective or a different dimension of things that happened for you. So Spirit is saying it's really important to remember that sometimes when things are not going right for you, it's because they're meant to be going right for somebody else, and you're playing a part in somebody else's blessing. So if you believe that what goes around comes around, and maybe things were not that fabulous, or health, or whatever it was, it's going to come back around for you because you played such a pivotal role in other people's success that it has to come back to you. Hold on for a second. Sorry, massive coughing fit. So I pulled the Princess of Wands, and it is like Spirit is guiding all good things towards you. Okay, and that's all that card is literally saying to me. It's like putting up goalposts around you, and like, you know how people at the airport, they have those lights, they're guiding the airplane in. I really feel like this is going to, like there's somebody here, and I do believe they're in spirit, where they're coming in to do a reversal of fortune, reversal of ill experiences. And they're putting a sign like behind your head. They're like, okay, let's bring it on in here. You know, whatever it is that you desire is just on its way. It's just going to back up to your house and dump everything in there. So, I mean, if you're feeling a little bit blasé about that with the Princess of Cups, it's like, oh, okay, that's not going to happen. That's the wrong energy to have here. You really, really need to start bringing in this energy. Maybe you just need to up your activity a little bit, or work on strengthening your aura, opening your chakras and stuff like that, because I feel like there is a certain stagnation going on here. You might want to try some somatic yoga or something like that to kind of heal your organs. That could have a lot to do with it. If you've got trauma stored in your body, in your cells, especially in your organs, maybe do some hip opening exercises, and you'd be amazed that you probably have a big fat cry in the middle of it, angel number 555. But I think that's what you need in order to like change things. Absolutely. Okay, we do have the Hanged Man here, so I do see a perspective change as well. And what I'm getting is that you could change your mind about somebody that maybe you parted ways with them, maybe you ditched them, you blocked them. Maybe you might go back on that somehow, because there could be a new truth revealed that you didn't understand why this person was behaving like that. Maybe you thought that they betrayed you, but it looks like they were actually protecting you. I feel like somebody threw this person under the bus, and instead of going and talking to them, maybe you just took somebody else at their word. And anyway, I just feel like, and let me pull a card to see if we can identify them. It is a fire sign, okay? So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe you think, I don't know what happened, but you guys stopped connecting. But I see a reconnection happening between you and that person once you totally understand the truth of what happened there, okay? And it's always worth talking to somebody to get their perspective instead of believing somebody else or social media. All right, so this is going to be a really, really complicated month for you, I believe there, Gemini. So, I mean, I would really advocate for taking Epsom salt baths, like baking soda baths, really, really amplifying your energy so that you can handle everything that is going to happen here for you. It's going to be a lot. But you'll get the pressure relief from like the arguing with yourself in your head. That's going to disappear. So that's going to be a good thing. And we have the Princess of Pentacles. So this is 3 princesses in a row here. And I really feel like your higher self is going to step in and really help you on your path here. It's super easy to do that. All you have to do is higher self step in. So if you feel that you're being overwhelmed in a situation, all you have to say is those words: higher self step in, higher self take over. Ask your higher self questions. Like if you're fearful about going to an event or whatever, you just don't know the outcome, and you're the type of person that maybe wants to know the outcome. Is this worth me investing in? Should I attend this? Should I go hang out with that person? Ask your higher self and they'll show you a vision of the outcome. And this can also be really, really beneficial if you're looking for work, if you're looking for a place to live. What's that going to look like? Show me in my mind's eye. So should I even send a resume or go check that place out? Or should I just skip it and wait for something else and then re-ask your higher self every single time? Okay, so yeah. All right. This is going to be a wild ride, Gemini. Brace yourself for December. Love and light. Bye. Welcome, Cancer. It's Robin here. So I hope you're ready for your December month ahead general tarot card reading for your sign in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you missed the intro, this is the Starman tarot card deck. And yeah, we'll just push right into your reading because I already did an intro. So anyway, I just hope this reading finds you well. And I'm just being guided to flip the top card over for you. 2 of Swords in reverse. So a really important decision is going to come in for you in December. 2 really, really significant options, and you'll have to choose between one of them. You need to pick one. But there's not going to be any, the words I'm getting from Spirit are like dilly-dally. There's no wishy-washy. You're going to hop on that opportunity immediately, because you'll know exactly what you want from these 2 options. So it could be anything. It could be 2 jobs, relocating to do 2 different places. You could have a choice between 2 different partners, but the choice is going to be so obvious, it's not going to be painful. So I feel like you deserve to have options in your life, because we have the 6 of Wands. It is, however, in reverse, but it looks like you've walked through enough difficulty in your life. So what Spirit is saying here, you are receiving these options because you have 100% plus more paid your dues. Okay, you probably maybe had a very challenging experience or experiences back to back to back, and you can see, okay, this looks very, very unpleasant walking through this kind of cesspool. It kind of reminds me of that scene in The Mummy, if you've ever seen it, where there's like that pit of despair with all those souls just kind of rotting there. That it kind of feels like your earth walk has maybe not been the easiest, and it's going to get better with a huge leap and a huge bound. Okay, so this is going to be like absolutely amazing. So let's not thump on about that already. Let's just okay, so on the other hand, we have the 2 of Cups in reverse, and it does appear that there is going to maybe be a lifelong relationship or a lifelong friendship that is going to abruptly end. So, and it feels like to me that this option is going to appear immediately on the heels of like a relationship breakup or a friend betraying you. And it's like that event is going to trigger these other events. I just have this annoying notification. Sorry about that. So, I mean, looks like a little bit of heartbreak or quite a bit of heartbreak. But Spirit wants you to know that this has to come to an end so that this can begin. And It's funny how that works, but you need space in your heart. You need space in your aura and your vibration to be able to accommodate new things coming in. So if something does end, it could be the end of a job as well. Don't worry. Things will be coming in right away. We do have the Hanged Man in reverse. So this is saying to you, like, just be 100% confident that this ending is coming about for an absolute reason. And Wayne, is it Dwyer or Dyer? He talks about endings coming into your life so new beginnings can surface. Prince of Swords. Oh, geez. It's in reverse. You're getting so many reversals. So it could start off with December maybe falling apart for you in a sense where it's like, why is all this happening? So maybe just check out how endings are new beginnings, and instead of a lamentation, and it's okay to grieve obviously for things that are gone, right? Because you're used to them, it becomes part of your life, it's your cycle, whatever. But it's like, just don't fight it, just let it go with love. Thank everybody for their experience, and it might take you a day or two to get into that mindset, but you'll get there. Take your time, say goodbye, but just like separate yourself. And it might not always be easy for you, Cancer, because you feel things so deeply. So I heard Spirit, they want me to pull a card related to your house of money specifically, and you guys are the first sign I've gotten that basically notification from Spirit, because if things are falling apart, at least maybe you could take yourself for a shopping spree or upgrade whatever it is that needs, like, or you just want. It doesn't have to be a need. Okay, so we do have the Lovers card. All right, so if you're single, I'm getting this like regardless of whatever your relationship status is, and that could have something to do with the choice that we saw over here with the Two of Swords. You have 2 2s in your reading as well, so that's an angel number 2 2. But anyway, it does look like there is somebody with a significant amount of money coming in, and it doesn't necessarily need to be a romantic relationship. This could be somebody that just has buckets of money and they want to help you out. They could sponsor you. This could also be coming from an ancestor from the other side of the veil, uncovering money for you. But I'd like to see how many zeros are involved here, if you guys don't mind. Let's just, like, how much? Let's let's not leave Cancer hanging here. So, all right, the World card. So basically, whatever number that you feel is going to be enough to make you comfortable or beyond comfortable, or help other people, donate, whatever it is, that is the amount of money that you're going to receive in December. So, and Spirit just wants you to know that there's no such thing as asking for too much. Don't be shy. And if there is a person that's coming in and offering the money, and you're like, oh, I couldn't possibly take that, just remember that your no to this person is a no to the universe, and you're kind of training the universe to say, okay, well, we're giving you what you want, but you don't want it, so we're probably not going to offer that to you again. So again, the Two of Swords coming in reverse. Allow yourself to say yes. Maybe just check out if there's any strings attached, because that's not cool at all. If you're going to have to owe this person something or become their indentured servant or whatever, and like, don't worry. I feel like somebody is asking Hey, welcome Virgo. So thanks for joining me today for your general reading for the month of December. This is for Virgo in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I do always suggest that you watch your moon sign reading, whatever that happens to be. So it's been a long time since I did zodiac sign readings, and if you guys were watching me before, I always call you guys the heart of the zodiac. The biggest hearts, maybe with the most prickly surface, who knows? But anyway, I digress. And let me just start pulling cards here from the Starman Tarot. We have the Sacred Clown. So I feel like you guys are going to embark on a massive journey of self-growth and truth, okay? And it might even have a little bit of a foray into the dark side. Maybe if you haven't dive down into your shadow self a little bit. It looks like there could be a bit of a shadow self integration. Maybe you've been afraid to look at things in your life. And you know what? It's going to be an intense reading when we start off with a card like this. So the Sacred Clown in the Starman Tarot is equivalent to the Fool in a standard tarot card deck. But there is this walk with the Sacred Clown. This is like a new level of confidence, like fearlessness, and just knowing that you're unstoppable. And I think that does come from the balance of the dark and the light within yourself. And I think that's a beautiful thing, because sometimes you need maybe some part of your personality that maybe you worked really hard to not be anymore. Knowing when to bring that in, like the person that tells somebody off or stands up for themselves or stands up for somebody else, or, and maybe other people were like, man, that's a little too intense, so you toned it down a little bit. But bringing that into play every now and again, especially if you have noticed how rude people have gotten lately. I mean, oh, just as I'm saying that, did I ask you guys to drop your zodiac sign in the comments just so I know which reading you watched? So anyway, and maybe you don't want to go out anymore, or it's just very overwhelming out there. Don't worry. The Sacred Clown absolutely 100% has your back. So let's pull another card here. We have the Four of Wands. So there's something absolutely hugely to celebrate in December. Really, really big key events. Like this could be somebody announcing, the arrival of a new child, or maybe adopting a fur baby, getting a new house. You want to think wedding, engagement, something really, really, really big. I see you sharing this with a fire sign that is an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. You could be meeting somebody if you're single, and this is going to be somebody. Okay, you're going to meet somebody regardless of your relationship status. If you're in a relationship and you want to stay in it, it's going to be somebody that is just going to be a friend, okay? I'm getting the words like Thelma and Louise, like that kind of a friendship, like kind of ride or die. And it would be that type of a romantic relationship. And I think the really, really key important thing here is that you would never have to hide your darkness from this person, because they get it. That's the whole thing about darkness, is that, well, you can get judged for that. Okay, and everybody has a dark side, and I think we have to hide that. Like you're not Dexter or anything like that, but just maybe a different way of seeing things. Anyway, let's move on before I really get stuck into that. We have the Chariot. So I see this person coming in really, really quickly. This could trigger. They could even trigger your dark side. Very, very, very interesting. Okay, so yeah, once again, fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I think this person is going to be somebody that you could hold up to a high standard, and they would continue to meet it. Like they wouldn't, how sometimes you meet somebody and you think, oh, this person's amazing. And then after you know them for a little while, like, oh man, was I ever wrong about that? This person sucks. They're all a front. This person's not a front. Very supportive, very in line with you. All right, so, and again, a huge event coming in as well. So lots to celebrate here. Like, it's going to be a great month for you, Virgo. I'm just seeing all good things. So let's maybe look at, I was going to say money, but Spirit is saying let's look at your health, okay? So something going on with your health. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, so there could be a little bit of an event. Got the Tower card. And again, sorry I giggled, but that's my dark side. I have a problem. So 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so there might be something that prevents you from earning money for a little while. was shaken, Libra. Robin here. I'm doing your month ahead reading for December. This is for Libra in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Make sure you drop your zodiac sign into the comments so that I know which reading you watched. This is the Starman Tarot, and I'm just going to pounce on your reading and let's go. I hope you guys enjoy. Worst shuffle. It's not the worst shuffle. I've shuffled far worse. So anyway, first card, Three of Cups. I see you getting invited to lots and lots of events in December. You know, meeting new people, having lots of fun, you know, really, really good friendships. Some of you, I think you're even about to win a trip or maybe a staycation. Welcome, Scorpio. It's Robin here. I'm doing your month ahead reading for December 2025. This is a general reading for Scorpio in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I do always like to recommend that you watch your moon sign reading as well. And just a reminder to pop your zodiac sign in the comments so I know which reading you watched. This is the Starman Tarot, and I'm just going to jump right into the reading. I'm doing an intuitive reading, so I'm going to pull the cards and let Spirit say what they have to say. And, ooh, a great start. Okay, so the Star card. You guys, it's like you're in super manifestor mode in the month of December, and it's not going to go away, okay? So just remember that your body is the superconductor between the quantum field and the 3D matrix. So you could just literally reach for the stars and pull them down to the earth right now. And what is wrong with that? Absolutely nothing. Okay, I'm getting another message from Spirit, but they're kind of whispering. So let me just pull a clarifying card on this. Hold on. Let me see what else is going on here, because it seems like they're saying that there might be a price to pay for this. And I mean, that's unfortunate, but it does seem to be the reality of the world. We have the Princess of Swords. So it seems like you're going to be able to tune into all kinds of spiritual activity as a result of being able to like manifest just like a super boss, okay? For those of you that do not already possess psychic abilities, this could be incredibly scary, but for some of you, this could be the start of possibly a new business. Maybe you want to become a psychic medium or a tarot card reader or something where like just really, really bringing people in spirit to their families, okay? And yeah, but be careful with that too, because it like I said before, it can be a little bit frightening, and this is not an ability that you can shut off, okay? So if you accept one, you know, I want the dream house, I want the dream car, whatever it is, it's going to come hand in hand with, you know, it's like that movie, you know, I See Dead People. What's the name of the movie? I can't remember. Maybe let me know in the comments. But man, you could do well. The Ten of Pentacles, just like money rolling in like crazy, but it's never going to shut off. So just be aware of that, okay? And it can be a little bit annoying, and maybe you could learn how to shut it off. All right, so Spirit, a different spirit guide gave me that, okay? So they're saying that you could shut it off. I mean, so at least you could get some rest. Like once you become the ghost whisperer, oh man. Okay, so how can you shut that off if you accept everything like that? Total manifestation, blessing. Okay, so there is something here just to be humble about it with the Four of Wands in reverse. Like, don't extort that, you know, just be calm about it. You know, don't turn into somebody that is just a jerk about it, okay? Like, don't be bragging about it, okay? There's a difference between helping people connect with their departed loved ones and totally twisting it for fame and stuff like that. But I do see that you could get famous doing it, if that makes any sense. Okay, so let's start a new thread of cards. But I think this is amazing, and let me know if that is something that you would like or not, or if it's already happening for you or not. Okay, so we do have the Justice card in reverse. It just does seem, and this is going to apply for those of you that are maybe fighting a speeding ticket or have a pending lawsuit, or you have an employer that is not treating you very well. It doesn't look like you're going to be successful this time. You know, for those of you that are contemplating going, this is going to be a workplace thing, that you're going to, like, maybe you want to go visit HR about your boss or somebody that you work with. It's not the right time for it. It's not the right time to launch a big, like, look for a big divorce settlement or anything like that, because it won't be successful. So let's ask Spirit, how long will you have to wait to be able to do that? You know, because everything is about divine and perfect timing. And maybe you might catch somebody on a bad day, like a lawyer or a judge or something like that. So we do have the World card, and we do have the number 10 here. So you might want to wait like 10 days, 10 weeks, or 10 months, depending on what it is for you. Okay, so just bide your time. Even though things could be really, really uncomfortable for you right now. And then just ask Spirit to notify you, okay, can I go after this? Can I divorce my partner and, you know, receive half of their assets? Can I get my boss fired? You know, something like that. Just really, really wait, and then just ask for that. Like, ask for basically a spiritual alarm clock when the window is open for you, and you'll receive it. Don't worry. You will be notified when the time is right. So we have the Princess of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like somebody that you know, and this is going to be an earth sign, this is a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, is going to stop communicating with you. And this can be incredibly painful. And again, you're just being guided not to pursue them, especially if this is somebody that you're romantically interested in. Like, we don't chase, we attract, right? So if somebody cuts you off, let them, okay? Like, don't go pursuing, like, why aren't you talking to me anymore? Because that just, it kind of decreases your value in somebody's eyes. And you're worth more than that, you know? Maybe you do want an explanation as to why somebody cut you out of their life, but I'm just sensing that could just bring additional humiliation with it. So Spirit is just offering you strength here, probably in the form of a Leo sun sign that can come in and just bolster you up. Like, you're better off without this person, you know? People that just cut you off without any kind of an explanation, like, our friendship is over, I don't want to date you anymore, you know, just let them walk away and understand that this is for your own highest good, okay? Because they're probably just going to drag you down if you were to remain in contact with them, all right? So, and you don't deserve that, Scorpio, at all. So we have another thread here. I feel like there's an opportunity, and this is really interesting, and I've never seen this in all the years that I've done readings, an opportunity to go on a game show where you could win a ton of money, okay? And maybe you'd be taxed on it a little bit, but it looks like, and I think, like, we're on 8 minutes into the reading, and 8:08 just went by, so there's a huge manifestation portal opening for you, and it does involve some sort of, like, who would even want to go on a game show? I think it would be really fun, and you could do really well here. So you do have a lot of good fortune, but you're mirroring it with some really negative things happening in your life as well. So it's just going to be sort of a plethora, a bit of a roller coaster ride for you. 9 of Cups, I see that you could just take it all in this game show, okay? And look here, you'd probably have enough money to be able to take your friends out, you know, maybe donate some money to people and just be completely ecstatic. And this could also be your opportunity, like your 15 minutes of fame, to be on TV. And then maybe that could launch whatever if you decide to become a medium or something like that. So it's really going hand in hand here for you. It looks like a really fantastic month. And Spirit is going to be right beside you, giving you cues. Okay, now it's time to do this. Maybe apply for that game show, be a contestant somewhere. Okay, and then we have the Emperor. And I do see that somebody's going to be able to help you with all this fame and fortune that you're coming into, because when you're truly an overnight success, it's mind-boggling, and people can get extremely overwhelmed by it and just go down all these negative roads of, you know, over partying, over indulging, overspending, but it does look like you have somebody in your corner that can help guide all this fame and fortune that it looks like you're coming into. And let me just pull a card to see if we can see which sign it is. I wouldn't be surprised if it was this Leo again, but let me just pull that card. Actually, it's going to be a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, that can help you manage this meteoric rise that you're about to experience, okay? So the Leo is going to help you navigate disconnections, and a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, is going to help you with a career move or coming into quite a bit of money, okay? So anyway, that's all I'm getting from Spirit, so I'll let you guys rock on, and sending lots of love and light. Take care. Bye. Sagittarius, welcome my darlings. It's Robin here with your reading for December 2025. So this is a general reading for your sign in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I am using the Starman Tarot card deck. So I always recommend to watch your moon sign reading as well, at the very least, because it gives you just this complete picture of what could possibly happen for you in December. So I'll just do a deck cut and we will jump in. All right, so we have the 10 of Swords. Oof. This is a very challenging card, especially in the Starman Tarot. All right, so it looks here like you, okay, so when it's upright, there is a division, okay, within self, and it looks like you could be trying to separate yourself from somebody. It could possibly be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or maybe there are some traits about yourself that, you know, I would like to stop doing this, okay? It could be whatever issue that it is that you're having. You're like, man, I've had enough of that part of myself. I actually can't stand it in me. It's not going to go so well. If you are in a relationship or a friendship with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, I really see that you're just not going to be able to do that right now for whatever reason. But let's have a clarifying card. Okay, so we do have the Strength card. It does look like this person, like this is going to be related to, you know, the end of a friendship or a romantic relationship. It does look like this person has, and they must be really powerful if they've got a stronger aura or personality than you, Sagittarius. I really feel like they're going to be, and this is not comfortable, okay? It looks like they're going to maybe strong arm or gaslight or use a financial advantage to keep you where you are. This could also have to do with maybe leaving a job and looking for a new one, okay? It could be that you want to leave where you are right now, but maybe you get a really, really, really good counter offer and you'll take it and then realize that you still hate where you're working or somebody that you're working with. And then, so actually what Spirit is saying is to wait for the end of the month until there's a better energy for you to do that, okay? And we do have the Lovers card coming in here too, so a different opportunity will present itself to you probably closer to December 31st, January 1st, something like that. And for those of you that are in maybe a not so great relationship, somebody else is coming in for you and they will help you separate from this air sign, that Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius that maybe you just, and it could be a toxic roommate as well, but it does look like somebody is coming in and basically rescue you. And who doesn't like a good rescue story every now and again, especially if you're in a horrible situation. Okay, so let's start a new thread here, see what else could happen for you in December, Sagittarius. All right, so we have the King of Swords. I love this energy. This is like being like brilliant in everything that you do, and I do see this energy coming in for you. This is not the same air sign that we're dealing with over here. This could possibly be this Lovers person over here as well, but let's see. I'll pull a clarifying card to see if we can see what the intention is. Like, why are we seeing another air sign? Okay, All right, so we have the Six of Wands. It's in reverse, but I'm not getting reversal energy, and they are here to perform a rescue mission on your life, okay? This could really, really pertain to those of you that are maybe living in a place that needs upgrades, or you're really wanting to move. You know, there's something you just don't like about your current situation, and they're going to actually help you out, okay? And it's, again, that rescue mission. So I wanted to start a new thread, but it looks like it's all part of this thread over here. So it's kind of tumultuous, okay? A lot of emotion there, but you are getting some help coming in to take you where you really want to be. So you're going to have to just sort of grind it out, whatever difficult situation you're in. But knowing that the end is in sight, that's got to give you some sort of hope. So just keep your intention focused on that. I do see you maybe with the Temperance card in reverse, being a little bit grumpy, especially around the holiday season there, Sagittarius. It's funny when you turn the card over, it says call, okay? That's really interesting. Who do you need to call? Ugh. Anybody else think Ghostbusters right away? Okay, so that's probably not going to help in this particular situation. Let's see why we're getting that. Okay, so maybe you're just not in the best mood, and given what's going on over here, I don't blame you, okay? It's a lot to take, especially if you have to hold everything in. We have the Seven of Pentacles, so I do say that there's an earth sign available to help you. Like, for whatever else is going badly in your life, I see that there's probably, and this character, it looks like they're in some sort of military garb. So it looks like Spirit is sending you a bit of an army, okay? And what they mean by that, and they're giving me information as I'm talking, they're sending you an angel army, okay, to help you out of whatever situation that you're in. And I mean, that's just amazing, amazing news. Let's see if we can find out a little bit more about that. So whatever it is that you're going through, just keep going, okay? And it's probably going to feel like this Nine of Swords. Winston Churchill famously said, if you're going through hell, keep going, okay? And you guys are strong enough to handle this. Just the most important thing is, because we got that Temperance card in reverse, is to try to keep your cool. And if you're going to lose it, you know, and it's okay to do that, maybe make sure you're in private, okay? Don't be making phone calls to people because they have the ability to record them, you know, and you don't want other people repeating the things that you say in anger. So like, definitely call upon your angel army to come in and say, hey, listen, I have to vent. You can go cry in the shower if you want to. You don't want other people to see you crumble, because I feel like they're going to hold it against you, right? Because Sagittarius, you're so powerful. You're probably wildly attractive as well. So like, try to keep your cool. Sacred Clown is coming in. This is like, there's new beginnings just threading through your whole reading. And we don't want you to sort of fall into this energy here where you like dip into your darkness to move forward. Spirit is saying, yeah, maybe. Okay. So I have multiple spirit guides here helping me interpret the cards for you, and they're actually talking. They talk to me while I'm reading. So we have 50-50. We have one spirit guide saying, yeah, maybe you want to stay away from the darkness. But then we have another spirit guide saying, yeah, that's not such a bad idea. Okay, so it might just be 50% of you. You kind of got to continue to play the good guy or good girl or whatever. And the other 50% of you, yeah, you can go the other way, you know, and just blast away at people and don't worry about it because you have this angelic army protecting you. Okay, but just remember, with the Six of Pentacles, what you put out is going to come back to you, okay? So just try to keep that in mind when you make your decision about how do I want to approach this situation. And I really believe that's why it's going to be so important to do your venting in private, or like go sit in your car if you've got no place else to go. Like, you know, if you have a car, go walk in nature and go like scream at a tree or something like that. But ask their permission first, okay? Hey, do you mind if I come sit here at your roots and tell you all my problems and maybe scream like a banshee? All right, so let's start another. I'm gonna move this over. We'll start one more thread for you because I really want you guys to have a good month. Okay, so nice. We do have the 10 of Pentacles, so it looks like you're going to be coming into quite a bit of financial stability and security in December. So Spirit is saying this might be a really good time for some of you to maybe go play like bingo where the jackpot is really large, or buy a lottery ticket or something like that, or make an investment in stock if that's something that you've always wanted to do. It does look like that's the right time to do that. One more card for you. Okay, and they're just saying to separate yourself out from the past, okay? Especially if you're holding grudges or you've got a certain memory of somebody. And this applies to yourself as well, okay? Just separate yourself away from it because it really does impact your current life right now. And there's just no point in going down memory lane if you're just going to torture yourself. Look at this poor guy. This 9 of Wands, he's just falling apart, you know. Okay, there's a lot going on in that card. But just, you know, be easy on yourself. You did what you did. You said what you said. Whatever, move on. And we do have the Alien card here. So this is the opposite of the Hermit card. Okay, so there's something that maybe you have been holding inside. Maybe you've been spending a lot of time by yourself. There is something that you're coming out, and it does look like you're going to receive some sort of a volume. You can see that there is a book here at the bottom of the card. So you might just stumble across a really, really interesting book or ebook or something like that that is going to help you gain a new perspective on your situation currently and your situation in the past that is going to help you heal. But again, this angel army coming in to really, really, really amplify your life. And maybe you could even ask them for the winning lottery numbers, or, you know, tell you what night to go play bingo, and, you know, we come into a really big sum of money in December. So it's going to be a wild ride as per usual for a fire sign. So I'll let you guys go with this. Sending lots of love. Okay, take care. Bye. How's it going, Capricorn? It's Robin here. So I'm doing your December 2025 month ahead tarot card reading using the Starman Tarot, and this reading is for your sign in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And if you do have time, I really recommend that you watch your moon sign reading as well, and definitely drop your zodiac sign into the comments so I know which reading you watch. Just so I'm doing an intuitive reading, and I'm being guided to just do a deck cut and to take the first 2 cards, and we'll kick off your reading with these. Okay, so this is kind of cool. I feel like you're going to have a bit of a spiritual awakening. You could start off December maybe not feeling that great, maybe out of sorts, but with the Ace of Cups, it looks like Archangel Gabriel is going to be available to turn things around for you. Something could go horribly wrong, okay? We'll just leave it at that. We'll just, with the Temperance in reverse, yeah, you could have an event that really rocks your world. It's probably, obviously going to be different for each and every one of you watching this. So definitely call on Archangel Gabriel to pick you up out of that slump, okay? So your angels are always around you, coming for like definitely an emotional rescue, whatever it is that you need, Archangel Gabriel. And if you need the message to go to a different angel for you, Archangel Gabriel is the messenger angel, so he'll take care of that for you. It could even help to resolve a situation, especially if it's an argument, or maybe you get dumped, or, you know, maybe you get put on I got the word parole, but it's not like maybe you're about to get suspended from school, or I don't know, whatever it is. We have the Prince of Pentacles in reverse. Something that you thought was behind you is coming back around. It's going to rear its ugly head again. Probably has a lot to do with what is going on here. Let's move on from that. Let's just actually turn those over, because that's enough bad news for you, Capricorn. I really want to see the good that's coming in for you. But the best thing that happened out of this mess is that Archangel Gabriel is going to be fully supportive in rectifying, resolving whatever is a negative thing is about to come your way. But let's look on the bright side here for Capricorn, please. Once I horrifically finish shuffling, I'm just being guided to do a deck cut. Okay, so Prince of Wands, you're definitely going to be in the spotlight. This is going to be really, really good news for those of you that are starting a side hustle. Just really wanting to get involved in something that can earn you some extra money, or maybe you want it to replace your current stream of income. This is going to be really good if you're in a starving artist phase. You're going to get discovered, okay? Book, music, YouTube channel, whatever it is that you're doing is going to be completely recognized. So you can look at that when things start to go a little bit off the rails in the beginning of December. And I really feel like this is going to be super important for those of you that are coming to the end of your finances. Maybe you're about to lose your place or something like that, like your residence. Maybe you've just been at it for years and years and years, and then all of a sudden it's going to be how they call overnight success. Okay, so if you're thinking of giving up with the Hanged Man in reverse, please don't. You're so close. You're closer than you ever thought. And Spirit is saying to let you guys know that if you've been concerned about not being able to celebrate the holidays with people, maybe you can't get to where people are, or you can't afford gifts or whatever it is, put that worry out of your mind, because everything is going to turn itself around very, very sharply. Like an agent is going to call out of the blue. But also make sure that you're researching people before you do any business with them to make sure they're legit, you know. Always a good idea. We have the Judgment card. So if there is something that you are pending, I see some of you, and you can let me know in the comments if maybe you're wanting to sue somebody, or there is a judgment happening in your favor. And this could be on the earthly plane, or it could have something to do with, and I'm getting the word karmic resistance. So I've never heard that phrase before. So let's have a look at this karmic resistance. Maybe you're trying to push back something from happening, and that's probably not the best idea. Because it's just postponement. It's not, you can't stop karma. You know, you cannot stop what your destiny is. And I feel like you've been putting up a bit of a struggle in that area. So let's have another card here. Okay, with the Eight of Wands, you can see how the wands are detached from stumps. Okay. I really feel like there has been maybe a curse or some extreme bad luck following you through lifetimes. And it could be like a family curse. Maybe something happens and every single family member is like, why does this keep happening? And you've been doing your best to not allow that to happen. So you could be the curse breaker here. And that's where I'm getting the words karmic pushback, karmic resistance. So I really want to see who can come in and help you cut that. Because the thing about curses or like karmic, whatever, it can follow you into your next lifetime and it can affect future generations. Okay, so we really want to break that for you. Because either it has to happen, or you have to cut it completely. And I just don't think that your efforts, I'm getting the words, don't take this personally, or they're not powerful enough, okay? You're doing everything that you can do from kind of an earthly sense of the word, but you need a higher power to step in and do this. So let's see who can help you. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups. And again, this is where Archangel Gabriel is going to come in handy, okay? So Archangel Gabriel is going to weave in and out of the month of December, all right? I think this is going to be really interesting in the sense that the archangels, they step in by invitation, right? So you have to know that this particular archangel is standing in the wings waiting for you to call on them so that they can actually step in. They can't just interfere, you know, they can't keep things from happening, like this karmic curse or whatever it is that is happening. And if you've ever felt like you're cursed, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So the Five of Cups can stop this painful, regretful cycle from happening again, even though that you might be trying to avoid it, but by not doing certain things, okay? Again, Archangel Gabriel is about to help you out with that. So I'll just pull a couple more cards here for you, Capricorn. And I feel like you're really closely aligned to Archangel Gabriel. So the help isn't just going to be available for December. This is going to be something that you can count on for the rest of your life. And I hear your guardian angel saying, don't forget about me. I'm here for you too. So you can call on your guardian angel for assistance. All right. Okay. So we're going back to this tower, which was represented in the first pile. That was so objectionable that I turned it over. So I would expect, Capricorn, unfortunately, multiple tower moments to happen for you. And you can see what's going on here. Everything's getting blown up. Okay. So really, this is happening, and I know it's going to be uncomfortable for your highest good, but don't worry. You have a very powerful archangel walking beside you, and I feel like your guardian angel is not being used enough in your life, okay? You can call on your guardian angel any time, literally any moment of every day, and they're probably not going to be able to prevent this upheaval from happening, but they can help you bounce back really quickly. All right, I'm going to leave it there for you, Capricorn. Take care. Okay, bye. How's it going, Aquarius? It's Robin here. So I'm doing your December monthly reading. I'm using the Starman Tarot card deck, all right? So this is for your sign in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I do recommend that you watch your moon sign reading as well. I think it can be really helpful. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the reading. Spirit is telling me already before I start pulling cards that, you're going to have some really, really, really good things happen to you. I've got some cards upside down, and that's not good. But anyway, let's get some confirmation with these cards. I really do hope that you guys have a great month ahead. I don't know why some cards are upside down. Excuse the fumble. So I hope you guys can see the cards okay. Definitely open to feedback on the placements. We have the Sun card. It's in reverse. So, I mean, that's not necessarily a great sign, but I'm really kind of confused / interested to see why we have that. Okay, so there could be a bit of a slowdown period happening for you. There could be a bit of a hermit mode in the beginning of December, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I really feel like it's just giving you a grace period to maybe, and the words I'm getting from Spirit is like, get yourself together, like kind of rest and prepare yourself for something really big to happen. So if your phone dries up, or maybe it's not super busy at work for you, maybe you're not getting very many clients, take that time out to really treat yourself super well, whatever that looks like. If it's yoga, meditation, hit the gym, you know, just really take advantage of that time because it's being provided to you for a reason. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups. It's in reverse, okay? So this is a period for you to get unstuck. This is definitely a time to maybe do some cleansing rituals, whatever that looks like for you. One of my favorites is super simple. You can do a baking soda plus Epsom salt bath, and this is going to help shake loose any doubt that you might have. And I know you're a super confident sign, Aquarius, but still you need to kind of shake out the cobwebs, and there's just so much room for growth. And I don't see this lasting very long, but for somebody with a mind as sharp as you, Aquarius, it could seem like an eternity, where actually Spirit is saying it could last 4 to 7 days, okay? And that's pretty tolerable, so keep yourself busy. Maybe do a deep clean of your space and all of that groovy stuff, and just brace yourself. You know, this is, you need to power up. And Spirit is actually saying that you might want to look at your diet a little bit to see if maybe it's time to phase something out that could be affecting your health. All right, so we do have the Five of Cups. I think this is really interesting in the sense that there could have been something in your recent history that maybe you're feeling a little bit of regret about, and Spirit just wants you to know, like, whatever, okay? Just move on from that. Try to become a little bit more like, and it sounds a little bit rough, but like, who cares? Okay, so that happened. That was really interesting. What did I learn from that? And just pick yourself up and move on. So why did we actually get that? Okay, so I really see that this is happening in the sense of a human person, probably a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Maybe you guys ended a friendship or a romantic relationship. And the good news about losing this person is that they were kind of like the devil in disguise. They were taking you down the wrong, like, just down the wrong path altogether. You guys were not a good match. The friendship, it would have really, really, really blown up. Really done some lasting damage. They might have even got you back into habits that, you know, you worked really hard to eliminate, you know, and they have been touched by an evil energy, and you need to purify. And maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's where that slow period was. That person stopped calling. Don't call them back. Okay, that's the universe intercepting on your behalf, because they want you to be really, really, really successful. And that success probably wouldn't happen if that water sign stayed in your life, okay? And this could be a really difficult thing for you to do with the Two of Swords. Like, wow, I really like hanging out with them. You know, they're super fun. Maybe you found them really, really attractive, or you just really vibed together. But again, remember that dark energy that is attached to them. And you're probably seeing signs within that person that you recognize, but kind of blowing off, okay? Is it a red flag? Is it an orange flag? You know, it's not quite a green flag, but let me play this out. Don't play it out, okay? And if you already have, like, whenever I was talking about a water sign, if you had a name pop in your head, maybe just go into an immediate defense, okay? And just preemptively block them, because that gut feeling is being given to you by Spirit so that you can just, you know, GTFO, okay? All right, so we have, I think this is really interesting. We're getting a lot of reversals for you guys. This is a Hanged Man in reverse. So there's something that you think is not working out for you, and you could be thinking, like, what am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. I really feel like the timing is just going to be not as fast for you. And Aquarius, again, you're such powerful minds, okay? Really sharp. You've got a high mental acuity. You can figure things out. And I feel like sometimes you're just ahead of the pack. So this could be maybe bringing up a business idea with somebody else, or bringing up a strategy in your place of work. I've got angel number 649 just rolled by. I think it's going to be a really important one for you. So make sure that you're looking up angel numbers that you catch in the reading. Okay, so you have a really, really, really good idea, but maybe an investor isn't going for it. Or your boss is like, meh, you know, or whatever it is. Just wait. You know, you don't have to bring it up again. People are aware of your idea. Just make sure if this is a business proposition that you're approaching an investor about, or you've talked about it with a colleague, or you brought it up at work or whatever, make sure that you get it on paper. Like, don't just sit down and talk to somebody about it. Like, craft an email and send it to them like, oh, per our meeting, this was my idea, so that you have something that is like, so they don't steal your idea, right? And get all the credit and get all the money and all of that stuff, because that's not cool. You guys definitely deserve to reap the rewards of whatever brain manifestation this is. And people are so quick to take the credit for others, you know. Oh, that was my idea, you know. Oh, I accomplished that. I pushed that through. So don't let that happen to you, because I really feel like this could be a huge game changer for you with the wheel card. Bring in a lot of money. And somehow I got the word notoriety as well, which isn't a bad thing, okay? You know, you can do a lot with a kind of not necessarily polished reputation. So it could start off where, again, people don't appreciate your idea. And I think a lot of that is coming from them just wanting to steal it. All right, so let's pull a couple more cards here for you, Aquarius, and we'll move on. We do have the Alien card. So this is the opposite end of the Hermit. Okay, so here was your Hermit mode right in the beginning of the month. You're definitely coming out of it here. You're going to probably take a couple shots on the way, but you're really powerful. You're really strong. So just start to put in things that protect your peace, your ideas, your money-making schemes. And definitely start, as soon as you feel like something is off with a person, you got to trust that, okay? Because that is your spirit guides going like internally saying, you got to step away from that person. No good can come from that. Let me just grab one more. Oh, we got the Sacred Clown. So remember I was talking about a certain notoriety when I heard that, those words in my head when I pulled the Wheel card. I feel like you're going to manifest a completely different facet of yourself, where you're just not afraid to play the game, maybe in a bit of a darker way. Okay, so you can think about that a little bit, whether that's going to work for you. That's just an option that's available. You don't have to take it, but overall going to be a really, really, really good month. Make sure you're getting the credit that you deserve for everything that you're doing. And basically, don't trust people. You know, it's nice to have trust, but get a document signed. Just like get paper trail in place so that the money, when it starts to flow, goes to you, because you deserve it. All right, I'm going to go. Take care. Bye for now. Pisces, welcome to your December 2025 month ahead reading. This reading is for your sign in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And make sure you check out your moon sign reading as well. Whatever readings you watch, just do me a favor and drop your zodiac sign in the comments so I know which reading you checked out. So general reading for your sign. Whatever doesn't resonate, just let it fly, okay? This is the Starman Tarot, by the way, and I'm just being guided to start pulling cards, and I just want you guys to know that you are one of my favorite signs to read for. Don't tell the other signs. So we have the Moon card here. Oh, there's going to be a sudden memory coming back to you, I do believe. It could be from a night of shenanigans. I really feel like there is something that has been locked in your memory that is going to come to the forefront. You can see that, oh, wow, okay, maybe a sudden revelation or a realization about something. And I feel like it's going to be a little bit juicy, okay? Because you can see here, let me just bring this card back. Eyes are closed here. It's like, oh, I kind of have an idea or a remembering, and then it's just going to happen all at once. I think this is going to be really interesting for those of you that possibly am getting the sense that you've had a head injury or a concussion, or maybe even a touch of amnesia or something like that, okay? Okay, and this could also have to do with a spiritual awakening. You know how they say that you remember who you are and you call your power in. So I really feel like this is going to be like a life-changing, eye-opening experience. And we do have the Empress card. So it's going to really enhance your creator abilities, like being able to manifest like nobody's business is the words that I'm getting from Spirit. Just remembering how powerful you are. I feel like some of you, okay, could have maybe overdone it on a particular evening and forgotten a chain of events, and that memory is going to come back to you. And just maybe, I'm getting that somebody maybe took some money from you or coerced you into doing something. So that could be a little bit messy, but I feel like you're going to be able to make some decisions about people based on that, especially if it was like like a Vegas night, you know. So anyway, let's pull some more cards. I'm just being guided to take a couple. Okay, this is kind of interesting. We got the Ace of Wands, but it's in reverse. And the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like there's an area of your life that is kind of being neglected because you might be telling yourself, I'm too busy to do that. I don't have time. Or maybe you skipped a day of doing something. It might be diet, exercise, whatever it is. It kind of became a habit to not do that. And I'm just getting Spirit coming in and saying, hey, it's time to pick that back up again, okay? As they might be saying your health might be suffering a little bit, or if you continue down that path of not doing whatever it was that all of a sudden it got squeezed out of your routine, it can have long-term effects on you. And probably not the best, but let me just pull another card over top of that so we get a really good idea. Okay, we do have the Judgment card. I feel like this is a promise that you made to yourself, and then you're probably judging yourself for not doing something. And that's even worse than just letting something slide, is that you're building a guilt trip on top of yourself. And that can just get in the way of so many things, right? And maybe getting this inner monologue where you're fighting and arguing with yourself. So it's basically decreasing the amount of trust that you have in yourself and giving you this nagging inner monologue that is taking way too much of your mental capacity. Okay, so whatever it is that you promised yourself to do, it's time to start doing that thing, especially if it is for your highest good. And I think for some of you, it could be not visiting somebody that is not doing well. Maybe an elder in your family, or somebody that is taken ill, or they've got a disability or something like that. And you're like, that's too hard on me. But imagine how the other person feels when you basically vaporized. Moving on. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles. Spirit is saying this is going to be a really good time to start a business venture. I see a lot of maybe artistic ability being gifted to you, and that could be part of that powerful spiritual awakening. So don't doubt that you can actually have a money making or fame making ability just come out of nowhere. And if you try it and at first you feel like, oh, I'm not very good at this, I should quit, just practice a little bit more, okay? Or just ask spirit to enhance your abilities, okay? It's because this card is surrounded by gold. There's gold everywhere, so you could really do like amazingly well. And this is an innate gift that you were born with, and it's part of that awakening. It's maybe all of a sudden, oh, I feel like I can write a book, or maybe I'll start painting or take up the piano or something like that. So that's coming into you directly from spirit. They're like, hey, pushing you in this direction. You could do like phenomenally well. I'm going to clarify that card. Okay, so what was I saying? Doing phenomenally well. We have the 10 of Pentacles here, which is all about like bringing home the bacon, or, you know, the cake, or whatever you want to call it. This card, the 10 of Pentacles, is known as the jackpot card in tarot. So you are being gifted, Pisces, with this ability to just use this talent that is not going to take any effort on your behalf. If you like really just speak to your angels and say, hey, this is what I want to do, fine tune my abilities, put me into contact with the people that can make this happen, like just go for it. It's not ridiculous. And don't run it by anybody else, because they'll probably talk you out of it. Like, oh, you can't start that now, it's too late in your life. Well, who cares what they say, because spirit and angels are saying something completely the opposite. Jackpot ability, you know, innate ability. So just go for it. We have the 7 of Swords, and we have the Princess of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so if you do decide to go down this route, remember what I said about not telling anybody about it. All right, this is going to be a huge key. Hustle in silence. We do see here with the 7 of Swords that there are plenty of people waiting in the wings. If you start to make a lot of money with the 10 of Pentacles, you don't have to tell people about it. You can quietly move on, because I feel like with this Princess of Pentacles in reverse, you might lose your ability to instantly read people and understand what they actually want from you. Okay, so, and with the 7 of Swords, this is somebody coming in to take your stuff. Okay, we really see that there's probably somebody that thinks that, oh, I'm going to use this person for everything that they've got. They've got enough money, they can pay my bills. Okay, so just be really careful with how you use and show your sudden income increase, because like, unless you want to help people, but I feel like there is a particular person, and I do feel like because we saw the Princess of Pentacles, this is an earth sign, this is a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, that they're just kind of waiting for like a sugar person, like sugar daddy, sugar mama, whatever. Hey, can I move into your house? My car isn't working. And who is that person to you anyway? All of a sudden they're being super nice to you because they see that you're moving on up and they just want to come along for the ride. But just be mindful of that. I feel like this person has the ability to dull your senses a little bit and maybe deflect you. They're probably wildly attractive, and that can blind the senses. Okay, I'm just going to pull a couple more cards here for you. Okay, so we do have the Temperance. This is about just keeping your cool, which I was talking about here. And you know how some people, they get so arrogant and they're just intolerable when they finally get super successful. And you might lose some friends, okay? You might lose some friends when you start to become really successful. And this is just kind of par for the course. There is that saying that is like, it's lonely at the top. So you might lose some people along the way, but you definitely don't want to lose your newfound wealth and abundance because of some hanger on. Okay, so it looks very profitable, very interesting month for you Pisces. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Sending lots of love and light. Take care. Bye for now. Leo, what's going on? It's Robin here. So I'm doing your December reading and I'm using the Starman Tarot. I hope you guys are doing great. Let me just crack into the reading, okay? I just don't like a whole lot of small talk in readings. So let's just jump in. This reading is for Leo in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I hope you enjoy, and I hope we see some really good cards for you. But let's find out. I'll do a deck cut here. Okay, so we have the Prince of Cups in reverse. All right, so let's have a really good look at this card here. There's something that you want, and I do believe it has something to do with a water sign. This is a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, so maybe it's actually someone you want, somebody that you've been pursuing, and they have remained elusive, or maybe you guys have been on a break for a while. Okay, so let's find out why that's happening, or if there's going to be a resolution. Okay, so for those of you that are in a relationship with a water sign and you find them a little bit non-committal, or you're trying to date somebody that's a water sign and things are just not going well, or you've had a relationship with a water sign and you've been in no contact for a while, let's see if you can turn it around. Is it worth pursuing? You know, because you don't want to waste your Leo energy on that. We have the Five of Cups in reverse, so this is actually a really good sign when Five of Cups is upright. Not so fabulous, laced with regret and just, you know, what is going on. But when it's in reverse, it means that you can turn things around. So if you are in any relationship, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but I get a sense for a lot of you it is. Just know that troubled times with that Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio will turn around for you, okay? So you're not wasting your time. You might be coming on a little bit too strong for them because you guys are a fire sign and they're a water sign, so there could be just a little bit of a clash of communication. So maybe take some time to understand their love language, what resonates with them, so that your future communications will actually get through to them. Let's start a new thread. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. It's in reverse. So I'm seeing here from Spirit that I see this having to do with investments, or maybe a bank that you want to take all your business to, or whatever. There's an investment. There is something to do with your financial realm that is absolutely going to go in the wrong direction, okay? And this could have something to do actually with a financial advisor. I think you're dealing with the wrong person, or the wrong like stock trading type of platform. There's something there, okay? So you're being guided to seek alternatives when it comes to investing in your financial future. And I've called you guys LMG, or Leo Millionaire Gang, for years. And if you are pursuing like a 7-figure income, this is not the right person. It is not the right trading, or it's not the right financial institution for you. So try to turn that around before it really tanks, because, you know, when your investment tanks, oh man, you don't want that, okay? So there is a better way for you to go with the Ten of Cups. So just sit back and do some research. I feel like December is going to be maybe a month of kind of rebranding yourself to a certain extent. And you guys are so powerful, and maybe start investing in your ability to approach people the way that they need to be, okay? Speaking the way that others will hear you, because I feel like you have so much to give. It just might be a delivery thing, you know what I mean? So that's always worth investigating. Like, there's some people that they communicate best with words, and some people it's body language, and some people are very visual. So if you can start to recognize the signs in people when like how they like to communicate, it'll really, really, really get you going in your life in a way that you probably never expected, and will really increase the success that you have in your business and personal pursuits, okay? And you guys are pretty charming as it is. So imagine if you could automatically know how to speak to somebody. That would just be so influential for you. We do have the Eight of Swords, so I see you like kind of trapped on a treadmill of some sort of, I'm getting the words from Spirit, actually, an inner demon, something that has been chasing you. Guys, remember to drop your zodiac sign in the comments so that I know which reading that you watched, okay? So let's address this demon, okay? And demons, like, this is something that you created, okay? With the Eight of Swords. This is something that is magnified because of your belief in it. And we usually hang on to things from childhood and exacerbate them, okay? So let's see what that is and if there's going to be a solution for it, because, I mean, nobody wants to be pursued by, yes, I'm going to say demons again, for their entire life. Oh, jeez. Okay, so we have the Death card here. So, I mean, this card speaks for itself, and I feel like there's something that happened to you, and maybe it was the passing of somebody really close to you, or the end of a really, really, really important relationship when you were in a like a childhood phase. So that could be anywhere, you know, up to the age of 15, I think. And it really rocked your world. And that wasn't even though this was kind of a horrific thing that happened, it was something that somebody said about the situation that is haunting you, okay? So if you can kind of think back to that and maybe understand that, like, people are idiots, you know, they don't always say the right thing at the right time. They probably just didn't know how to address your childhood brain, and they don't understand the impact that it has had on your life, okay? If you have an opportunity, if you can identify the person that added trauma to your trauma and maybe go talk to them and get their perspective on it, that could really help you. And if this person has passed on to the other side of the veil, maybe we could get some help for you there. Okay, so we do have the High Priestess. So there is a spirit inbound. You can see she's kind of, it looks to me like she's getting ready to surf or something like that. But there is an energy, an entity inbound that can help you. I'm really getting the sense that it's Archangel Gabriel, actually, that can help you communicate to that person and say, like, what were they really trying to convey to you, so that you can sort of blast that trauma that has been plaguing you for a long time, so you can move on and live your best life. I'll pull a few more cards here for you, Leo. Let's see what else is going to happen in December. But, I mean, these are three really good scenarios, because you can really get control of your life back, you know. So, and I know as a Leo, you probably just love being in control of things. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think everybody should have control of their own life. So I'm just going to pull 3 cards here. We have the Seven of Wands. It's in reverse. This is a great reversal. There's some cards that are just like, ugh, why? But when they come in reverse, this is actually good news. So the Seven of Wands, this is when, like, being really defensive, like, or maybe having to super convince people that your way is the right way, you have a brilliant idea, and them not believing you, okay? So there is a development of faith happening here where people will actually see you, sorry about the glare, for the genius that you are, and you won't have to convince them at all. And this could really come back to really investigating, like, maybe I got the book title, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And it could even be the cadence of your voice when you're speaking, or the pitch or the tone, something so simple. We have the Prince of Wands in reverse, okay? So this is saying, not so showboaty, Leo, okay? You're impressive enough. You don't have to come in so hot all the time. Unless maybe you're with another fire sign, or possibly an Aquarius, which is an air sign, because I feel like they match that type of energy, and they're not really kind of getting the word intimidated, but some people could be really irritated because you're a center stage type of zodiac sign. So yeah, just like read the room first, read people's energy, sit back, observe, and then take over the room, take over the space, take over center stage, which is what the Prince of Wands is doing, just ready to rock, okay? And you guys are always ready to rock, and not everybody's ready for that all the time. Okay, so I'm just going to pull another card here for you. We have the Three of Cups. So I really see that this is going to be a great bonding period of time for you. There could even be a surprise vacation coming up where you guys just really go and have the time of your life. I do see, like, Spirit is showing to me that one of your closest friends could be getting married, or even you could, at the drop of a hat, be getting married or moving in with somebody. Just the intensity of a relationship of somebody in your circle or you is going to escalate. So that naturally is going to have a repercussion on your life, where you maybe don't have as much access to that person as you used to. So maybe just have like one last, okay, Spirit is saying shebang, okay, where it's your kind of single life or something like that. And Spirit is saying to pull a card for money coming in for you, because you guys are LMG for life. And let's have a card here. Okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles, and this is fantastic news. So anything that you have invested, anything that you have lent, all of your humanitarian efforts, the kindness that you have showed to other people is being returned to you sixfold, okay? With the Six of Pentacles, I think you guys are going to have, not surprisingly, a fabulous December. And yeah, you guys are just gonna just rock it out as per usual, okay? So sending lots of love. Take care. Bye, Leo.